part of the lecture, I'll be quickly going over radiation hazards. So radiation hazards, it could happen because of the nuclear power plant disasters, incidents, accidents, nuclear weapon testing. Radiation is a form of energy that travels through space and penetrates various materials. So those waves, like gamma, beta, and epsilon, those waves carry high energy. Okay, they can ionize the chemicals or compounds in your cells. That's why they can cause cancers. Okay, and the radon is naturally occurring cancer-causing gas found in rock, soil, and the groundwater. And some of the country have more exposure than the other. UV radiation cause most of the skin cancers. We talk about those CFC, right? The chlorofluorocarbons we use for the refrigeration. They depleted the ozone layer in stratosphere that led to much higher exposure to UV radiation. So most of the country phase out those chemicals already. Don't forget your sunscreen when you go out on the hot summer day. How is climate change affecting environmental health issues? There will be more mosquito-carrier diseases, okay, more Lyme diseases. There will be more flooding, storm surges. The loss of wetlands in coastal areas has removed buffers to the destructive energy of floodwaters. So getting rid of the wetlands is really not smart. Now I want to encourage everybody to think about if we can build wetlands on the campus, in the city, okay, or restore those areas close to the shoreline. We will experience more extreme weather, extreme cold weather, extreme hot weather, like heat waves and the droughts. And the water scarcity can spike. The national conflict start war, and the water can be used as a weapon. And the science journal I discussed before in the phase settings how people fight the war using the water. And that is very cruel. Actually, it's banned by the international laws. And we will have expanded ranges for diseases. Okay. Since 1996, okay, from 1996 to 2016, this is only 20 years. The counties exposed to the ticks, okay, has expanded by 400. So more and more area of the United States will suffer the tick-carrying disease, such as Lyme disease. And the CDC forecasted that there will be increase of the incidence of West Nile virus because the climate change produces hotter and wetter storms. Where are the vulnerable communities located? They're located on the very active zones for earthquake. They're located in coastal and inland flood rich zones. So those are the zones where the disadvantaged communities live. And after the earthquake were gone or flooding were gone, they move back to the regional area because they don't have other places to go. And the infrastructure design in lower income communities also result in more traffic-related injuries and fatalities due to the urban planning that lacks items like sidewalks and the park access, which increase the number of the intersections. So there's one program called New Jersey's Blue Cross program, they just rebuild the neighborhood and create more open space or wetlands to reduce the risk. What can we do as individuals? Follow good sanitation and hygiene practices to protect ourselves and avoid chemical and radiation hazards. Okay, and don't forget the sunscreen. And prepare a disaster plan, especially if you are living in a flooding zone. You have to have a plan. And this NG screen, you can use it to screen the environmental justice in your neighborhood, so you can be prepared and understand you and your co-workers' right to a safe workplace. So this concludes my whole lecture.